What's up, gang? It's your boy Rob Will giving you that real you can feel, because real shit is what I done seen and what I done lived. I hope you're making it a great day, because no matter what's going on in your environment, you know that you have the ability to make it better. So I got a question yesterday, which was a damn good question. And so I had to go ahead and address this question, which was, what is a chosen one? Oh my goodness, I was so glad I got that question, because I've talked about this a couple times, but I don't think I really was kind of able to kind of go into it. And so what a chosen one is, y'all, is, like I've said before, it's a person that has been through certain difficulties in their life only because they are seeking something that's outside of the norm. So a chosen one is a person, they have always stood out. A chosen one is a person, they have never fit into the crowd. A chosen one is someone who has went their whole life usually trying to figure out why they don't fit in, and really they're just a student, okay? Now this is the breaking point, because a lot of people are into this chosen one stuff, and a lot of people have that calling, because that's really what it is. It's a calling. If you're a Christian, you may know it as an anointing, but being chosen is really, you were peculiar, you stood out, and there was always something about you, and you were always a curious person trying to figure out things that go deeper than the surface. And so what ended up happening is, along your life, you got older, and a lot of you are really starting to understand this chosen one shit now that you're grown. And so what you're seeing is that, you have a calling to maybe start a business, or maybe you have a calling to go to school and finish school. And a lot of these things are because you're the first person in your family, or maybe even in your ancestral bloodline possibly, that are doing these things that you have the dreams and the vision of doing. So this shit goes deep. But that's why I want to go back and say, a lot of people get that calling as far as a chosen one, to have the anointing or whatever it is, but everybody doesn't take the call, okay? And like I say, everybody can call themselves chosen, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're chosen. And I said it in another video, being chosen is about purpose. You have to have a purpose, and it has to be a purpose that's moving people forward, all right? So how I would explain a chosen one would be like, quote unquote, a Jesus Christ, okay? Someone who is coming to literally shake up and change the whole movement of whatever environment they've been in. They're looking to change that and shift that into a higher level of frequency. So if you're watching this video right now, you are in between a stage of figuring out what it is you want to do, and actually doing that shit, and kind of just really understanding like where you are in life. So like I said, just because you see these videos that say you're chosen, and just because you see a lot of people saying chosen and hear it, it doesn't necessarily mean anything if you're not taking the call. I don't personally know what that call is, which is why you need to get with me, and maybe I can help you identify what that is. But the question was so fucking good, because chosen ones, like, what is that for real? When you just hear it, it's like, it's just some shit that everybody's calling themselves and that everybody wants to be, but it's not necessarily something that is solidified. And the reason that the shit isn't solidified is because the person who considers themselves chosen, it's a choice. So if you choose to be chosen and you choose to break curses and do all this shit, just know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard. But you have to put in the work to actually get on the other side and make it happen. So chosen ones is just a calling. But the people that make this shit happen, like I told you in a couple videos, you're not going to be the person studying no damn chosen ones or none of that shit, because you going to already been done the work that you needed to do to make this shit happen. So a chosen one is a person that's basically been called. That's all that means, that you've been called to do something that's going to break curses and chains and basically free people, your family, your kids, yourself, whatever the case may be. But to go deeper in it, the real chosen ones make that shit happen. And like I said, it's because you've been through a lot. You're going to have trials, you're going to have error, you're going to have jealousy, you're going to have hate, you're going to not fit in, you're going to be isolated and all that shit. But on the other side of that is the people that they heeded to the call, they took the call, And some of us really are just chosen. You know, we didn't want to do what the fuck our purpose was, and in some type of way, we were just made to do it through life circumstances and things that, you know, happened to us. We kind of just ended up in that spot that we needed to be in. And like I said, we all had a path, which is trying to figure it out. But like I said, chosen ones is just a calling. But at the end of the day, the ones who get on that other side and become the enlightened ones, the ones who already know, and we don't worry about chosen and all that because we know that's something that we walk in, you already know what time it is. So that's what a chosen one is. You have an anointing. You have a job to do. That's what this shit means. You got something to do. You have curses to break. So if you got any clarity from this video, please give me a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that I'm giving y'all clarity and kind of educating y'all a little bit. And also consider subscribing for me, as you can get all the updated content that I come out with. And I don't give you no bullshit. Everything I give you is raw. So like I said, man, it's your boy Rod Will. And that's what a chosen one is in my perspective. Somebody that has a job to fucking do and is bigger than McDonald's, if you know what I mean. With that being said, I'm out this bitch. Yeah!